It is February 8th, so 2017. It's a Wednesday. My surgery's on Monday, so whatever that is, 5 days, something like that. I started in August of this past year, 2016, at 280 pounds. That was the start of this journey. And at 280 pounds, I had reached my wit's end. I was in so much pain. I had headaches every day. My neck hurt so much I couldn't look over my shoulder. I wasn't able to play with the girls. It was mostly from intracranial hypertension. I was also just very tired, very weak. My blood pressure was sort of under control, but probably reaching a point where I was going to need to increase my lisinopril dose. Asthma was okay, but I had undiagnosed sleep apnea at that point, and I was miserable. And I decided at that time that it was time to take control and really seriously start making steps towards getting the surgery. At this point, this is happening. Surgery is happening, and I'm scared. But I also am hopeful, and I know that I'm doing this for the right reasons. I'm doing this for my health. I would really like to put my intracranial hypertension in remission. I would like these headaches to go away for good. I would like the neck pain to go away for good. I would like to get off the CPAP if I can. I do have a small nose. It's possible I won't be able to, but if I can't and I've lost a significant amount of weight, there's no reason for me to be upset about that. At least I know that I have that condition and I can treat it. And I'd like to get off the blood pressure medication. I'd like to be able to run. I would really like to be able to run. I hope by the time I watch this video, I am able to at least jog, if not run. I'd love to run a 5K. I mean, that's a big goal for me. I would love to be able to wear a seatbelt on an airplane without an extender, to not feel guilty when I get on an airplane for whoever has to sit next to me. I want to be able to keep up with the girls as they grow, as they start getting into more sports and wanting to play more in the yard, and I want to be able to join in with all of that. I want to be around as long as I possibly can for the girls, for myself, for Tim. I want to be here. I want to not just physically be here either. I want to be able to be involved. The way I was going, the way things were going, I was heading towards motorized cart, not being able to wipe my own butt. And I understand how people end up there. I just don't want that to be me. I really want to make this change. It's really, I think, important, and I think it's the right thing to do. And there's some more goals that I have. They come and go. I think about the different things that I'd love for a towel, a regular sized towel to wrap around me. That would be so cool. I have something in my eye. I want to be able to sit in a chair and not have it make noise when I sit down, or if it does make noise, not feel like that's my fault. That's the chair's fault, not because I'm so big. I'd love to not be the biggest person in the room all the time. I'd like my outside to reflect the strength that I already know that I have inside. And tears are not weakness, because I know I'm strong. Because nobody could go through this process who isn't strong. It's really easy to do nothing, to continue down the path, even though you know that it's not a healthy path if you're not immediately dying. You know, it's easy to just continue with the status quo, but, you know, it takes real strength to recognize what your future looks like if you do nothing, and what your future looks like if you do something, or at least that hope of what your future can be if you do something. And if that something is, you know, getting put under, having somebody remove a part of your body, that's a big deal. That takes a lot of strength. And I'm proud of myself. I am scared. But like they say, courage isn't the absence of fear, right? It's looking that fear in the face for what it is and realizing that it's still the right thing to do, and doing it anyway because it is the right thing to do. I hope by the time I watch this, I'm kind of laughing at myself for how scared I was for something that ends up being so easy. That's my hope. Let's see what happens. You know, I hope I'll look back and be like, God, what were you so afraid of? It was nothing. But, you know, it is something. It's a big something. Okay. I'm a little pink-cheeked because I just ran over 2 miles. I am exactly 1 year post-op today, and I watched my video from a year ago this morning, and I cried. I didn't laugh at myself for being afraid because I still feel that doing the surgery was scary, and I had every right to be scared, and if I had to do it again today, I would still be scared. My stats. So, like I said in my video a year ago, I started in August of 2016 at 280 pounds. On the day of my surgery, I was pretty much right at 250 pounds. Today, I haven't weighed myself this morning, which is crazy because I weigh myself pretty much every day. But basically since Christmas Eve, I have been right at 150 pounds. With, you know, I've gone down to I think 147, but I haven't gone above 151 since the new year. So the goals that I had, and the things that I hope to achieve. Running, yes, I run. I am actually a runner. I would even give it a stretch to call myself a runner. The fact that I'm outside today and it's 26, 27 degrees out, and I put on my layers and put on my sneakers and ran for, I think it was 2.4 miles, something like that, is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I just actually added it up. I did 39 miles last month. The month of December, I ran 50 miles. I was in a challenge to run 50 miles, and I actually achieved it, which is insane. I am a runner. I run. I don't run far necessarily. I don't run super fast necessarily, but man, I have come so far. And I would have to say, from a physical standpoint, I am probably more proud of running than anything else. But let's talk about some of the other things. Yes, I can wrap a regular sized towel around myself without any problem. It doesn't fall off. I can wander around the house in just a towel and it's fine. I absolutely do not need a seatbelt extender on the plane. Tim and I flew in September, and I was convinced that I was still gonna need an extender, and no, I didn't need one. There were plenty of inches to spare. We're gonna be flying again soon, and I'm looking forward to being comfortable on the seat. We're sitting in rows of 3, and it's gonna be 2 of us per row since we're each gonna kind of have a kid with us. So I will have a stranger next to me, and I have zero anxiety about it. I am not worried. And if the person sitting next to me is 300 pounds plus, I will totally understand their anxiety, and I will not roll my eyes, and I will not give them a hard time, because I know exactly how that feels. Asthma. I do still use my daily flow vent, but only once a day. And it's really because I feel that it improves my breathing when I'm running more than anything. Sleep apnea, no more CPAP. I don't need it. No more high blood pressure. I was actually off the lisinopril 2 weeks after surgery, and my blood pressure has been fine ever since. I do still get headaches occasionally, but no neck pain. I can totally look all around, no problem. No tinnitus. I do not hear my heartbeat in my ear anymore. No signs of intracranial hypertension like that anymore at all. It's fantastic. The amount of energy that I have is fantastic. I can cross my legs. I cross my legs all the time. I still remember when I first was able to cross my legs after surgery and how shocked I was. It's still a daily struggle. It's still not easy. The surgery is so not a quick fix. Like, yes, the weight came off. The weight came off pretty quick. The fact that I've lost 100 pounds in a year, 130 pounds in a year and 3 months is really fast. But I spend a lot of time meal planning, meal prepping, paying attention to what I eat. I'm not perfect. I definitely eat stuff that isn't the healthiest of choice. I'm not gonna say it's bad, because I feel like food shouldn't be labeled good or bad. It's just, we know what's fuel and we know what's good for our muscles and our bodies to be healthy, but there are some things that are good for my soul, and sometimes I just need a little bit of that. But it's a struggle, and I have to really try and keep myself in check. I'm scared of regain. I am so scared of regain. I'm trying to think if there's anything else from the video that I wanted to address. I'm able to keep up with the kids, man. I ran with them a few weeks ago. They couldn't keep up with me. I had to keep slowing down because they needed to take walk breaks. Other than that, man, I was right that my only regret is that I didn't do the surgery sooner. I know I did it at the right time for me. This was the right time for me to do it. And everybody has been so amazingly supportive, and I appreciate that so, so much. My husband most especially. And I don't want to get emotional about it, so I'm just gonna say that I am so lucky to have such an amazing support system and such a fantastic husband who has helped me get through this. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and man, what a year it's been. I hope when I check in another 6 or 12 months, I am still just rocking it with running and keeping the weight off and happy and healthy and all that good stuff. So